Hello, everyone. Today is September 29th. It is 29 days into our 100 Days of Consciousness. This is the lovely Gabreael, and I'm Anastasia, and we are here on this Sunday to talk about, among other things, self-love.
That's right. We are talking about self-love today. You want to start with talking about how we're doing, or do you want to talk about self-love to start with?
Okay, we'll just go over. Do you want me to just go over a few housekeeping? We have a few housekeeping issues. A few notifications. Okay, so coming up to the holiday season through October and November, we are still doing our 100 Days of Consciousness. But there will be a few days where we may not be on and we will do a rerun, which one will be the 13th of October, because that would be from me because I'm going in a pumpkin regatta. Yay! Gonna get in a big pumpkin and row across the lake. And Gab has some wonderful holiday things planned, so I'm going to try and take that up. And we'll try and stay as much on our Sunday schedule as possible, as well as in the week, whatever we can do to bring you, we'll do that. And then we'll go to how we're doing. How I'm doing. I think I'm doing really good, although I wanted to say, like, when you try and, for me anyway, when I'm bringing my consciousness to one aspect of my life, it does go into others, which is wonderful. It's what I'm supposed to do, is to bring consciousness to all aspects of our life. And I find myself really, when I had said to everyone to write down your thoughts, I've been finding myself noticing that what I had not previously thought was a negative thought actually comes from a negative vibration. So, and it has a negative underlying tone. Even if it's minute, it's still there. And like an example of this would be, let's say I'm in the kitchen, this is a good example, and I go, oh my gosh, this kitchen is such a disaster. That's actually a negative vibration, which has an underlying tone that I need to keep it clean, that I need to be cleaner, that I need to be more organized. So the vibration goes further than just the one thing that I'm saying. So I've been noticing my thoughts on that aspect of things, not just the positive thoughts like, okay, I'm going to get this done or that done, or I'm going to exercise more or meditate or be more connected to spirit, but I'm noticing any negative vibration in any area of my life.
Well put. I would say that I've done very well this week. I'm really proud of myself, and this goes into the self-love aspect that I've forced myself to take time to exercise because my schedule is just like crazy busy, and to sleep. Sleep is a big issue. As I was talking with you earlier, I'm just really having a hard time sleeping 8 hours. I'm a person who can really roll with 4 to 5 hours and go for 20 hours, and that's not good for your weight, and it's not good for your health. So those are two things that I've made a priority: my exercising and my sleeping, and just taking that time for myself. And I'm like you, I'm very accountable for what I say and what I think. And you're right, there's negative connotations that come with some things that we say, and we don't even think about it. So instead of saying my kitchen's really dirty, I would say, wow, I'm really going to get this cleaned up and do a great job at doing it. That would just be a different way to approach it.
Yeah, like I was just using that as an example, but there's just so many things in your life that it's automatic, or however you want to say it, or trained in, that you're in a negative vibration. So it's just really forced me to kind of look at any area that I'm in a negative vibration and bring it up.
Absolutely, absolutely. And also, what I also wanted to chime in there, we have a YouTube channel as well as agelessknowledge.com, and we're getting ready to launch agelessknowledge.tv. agelessknowledge.tv is actually up, but it's not really running right now. It's just a hub where our Roku channel will land. But anyhow, we're going to be doing some wonderful giveaways starting October the 15th, which is our 1-year anniversary with agelessknowledge.com. And we're going to run those through Christmas season. Now, this year we've done some wonderful giveaways. We've given away 2 or 3 $50 gift certificates. We've given away a camera. We've given away just multiple things, some books and whatnot. So we're going to do some really good giveaways for the holidays for you guys. So to do that, you must subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/agelessknowledge, all one word. And subscribe to us for those giveaways. Let's see what else I wanted to talk about. All right, let's start talking about self-love and that sort of thing. You wanted...
Okay.
You want to say?
I'll start. I guess for me, I mean, self-love is about caring for myself and doing these outward things. But like, just like we're a physical body, spiritual body, mental body, it's also what I'm doing for myself on the spiritual side. And I think self-love comes from our heart chakra, obviously, and it's very, very deep within. And I think sometimes when we get digging down around our heart chakra, any issues that we need to heal will come up, and they're coming up to be healed. So it's a really just good positive practice to spend some time in meditation and connect with your soul. Like, we are a body, but our soul is eternal, and to connect with that eternal part of ourselves. And when we started, I guess I wanted to get in touch with that and get to know that part of ourselves, which is eternal, which is beyond this lifetime.
We were talking earlier about the rice, and I said the rice would be an excellent example of how how love does, because one of the jars she labeled love, correct?
Yep, I've got this one right here.
Right,
so I can show it. I'm just going to see if I can get this right. So the love jar, like I was showing on the thing, like there is some spots and whatnot, and I don't know if you can see on the bottom. I'll see if I can get this. There is some spots, but for the most part, it doesn't. It looks pretty good. It is by far doing the best. And like in the mornings, I'll just do like a prayer or like a meditation over it, and just say be really grateful. And I also think about whatever I'm grateful for in my life. I just kind of hold it and hold that sort of vibration towards the right. And now we'll do the fear. And I did an update on this, so I hope I can get these ones in better. Like if you can see this a little better. The fear is worse, and there's like this big old nasty clump in there. It just seemed to clump together. I don't know. It's all clumped together, and it's going really, really black. I don't know, and it's brown and nasty.
And in that way, you've talked fear to it, fear thoughts, that sort of thing.
Well, whatever I'm afraid of, like we all have things we're afraid of, and I've got some big changes I want to make in my life, but it also brings up fear for me with them. So whatever I'm feeling about that, I've been kind of putting that vibration into it, and then that goes to the right, and I don't hold it in my body then. So like we all have fear. Like mine is around some life choices and decisions that I really want to make in the next few years, and there's fear involved in that for me. So I'm kind of putting that into the right and giving it away and not holding it. But the interesting one, I think, the most interesting one is the one that I've completely ignored. I'm going to hopefully give you a good look at this. It's almost all in one clump, and it almost looks like it's hard in there. But do you see how black it is, Gab?
That's horrible looking. And that's the one you totally neglected. You've not talked to, you've not put anything to. And I was thinking about that when we were talking about it earlier about women and how we if we're a mom, a wife, you're a sister, you're a daughter, you're a worker, and you do all these things. How many women I see that neglect themselves, and they totally neglect themselves, focus totally on their child or children. They focus totally on their spouse, on their work. And that is what neglect will get you. You can often see them. They're saggy, they're wrinkly, they look really rough because they've just totally neglected themselves. So I want you guys to think about this. Think about how the neglected rice looked, how the fear rice looked. Think about people that are constantly afraid of everything. They have a lot of fear in their life, and that's how fear manifests. A lot of diseases have to manifest in some way. So it manifests in very negative ways. It can manifest through depression. It can manifest through general nasty attitude, through panic attacks, through different health issues. I mean, it just fear manifests. I've never seen a person who was suffering from a lot of panic attacks that had a radiant, great beauty about them, because it absorbs you, it consumes you. It's just, fear is a sister to hate, and it's a form of self-hate. Don't you agree?
I do. I think also neglect is a form of self-hate as well, not just fear. And the one thing, I mean, like just working with the chakras, whatever we have, everything has an emotional and physical sort of attribute. And what we don't address on the emotional will come through the physical, because our body will start screaming at us, like, listen, listen, listen. So if we're not addressing something on the emotional aspect, whether it's, the job we have, the partner we have, whatever, our body will soon start to scream that at us, like, make a change, make a change, make a change.
So what the Rice experiment so far is showing me is let's not neglect ourselves as women. Let's take the time to get to sleep, to exercise, to meditate, do something nice for yourself. That's what it is showing me. And also don't allow yourself to be consumed by your fears, because your fears will consume you and you will become your fears. That is
And
what it's
address your
showing
soul.
me.
Like whatever you feel from your heart chakra, like whatever your every like our body speaks to us, so whatever that's telling us, listen.
And I myself, as far as self-love and we were talking about doing things for ourselves. I have made the time to sleep. I have made the time, of course, to meditate and to exercise. And I've bought myself a couple new outfits. So those are things that I've wanted to do. Now we want to do a challenge. You want to explain the challenge, the 30-day challenge for October, because today is the 29th of September.
Okay, the 30-day challenge for October is to get connected with the earth. The earth has a natural vibration, and when you think of the earth, in mother love type of thing, that sort of root chakra energy. Our root chakra develops between ages 1 and 8. But the earth itself gives off a vibration. This is where we get the vibration in rocks, we get the vibration in everything. So if we can get outside and get grounded in, and especially with winter coming up for those of us that can't get outside in the wintertime, October is the perfect time to spend this last bit of time getting outside, getting in touch with nature, feeling that vibration, and sort of recharging our root chakra.
That's it. So I would say to people, get out. You can do this in your yard. You can do this in a park. You can do it on the beach. You can, do it on land. But try to take at least one day a week in the month of October to really connect with the earth, to connect, with the animals, to connect with nature. And that is our challenge for the month of October. Mm-hmm. And let me see if there's anything else here I want to discuss. Is there anything else you want to discuss?
On the topic of self-love, I think it would be another challenge, if I could, would be for everybody to kind of keep a journal and just have a point at which in the day when they write down, things, number one, they're grateful for, but things that, make a plan for things that you're going to do to spend time in that sort of soul connectiveness, and then let that kind of transpire, manifest in the outside world. Like if everybody could do that, I'd also really like to hear everybody's ideas on what they do for that time spent with self, that self-love, that getting to know your soul and wrapping your arms around it. I would love to hear from people about what they would like to, or what they do, for their self-love, and then what they would like to see. Maybe they have a challenge for us or someone else, or that would be great.
And my planner's looking dirty, but I do that in this little planner here every day. And I jot my notes down, and it makes a difference. Giving thanks, being grateful, it makes a huge, huge difference. So I think that's also an excellent challenge to give people. All right, this is our 29th day of 100 days of consciousness. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm going to take your lead on the more sleep, because I know that's something I really, I think if anything gives in your schedule, it always seems to me to be sleep, right? You just don't seem to get it. And I'm such an early riser. I do try to go to bed early, but I don't get as much sleep as I need, should, want. So I think I'm going to take a little page out of your book and make this next week about getting some extra sleep and then some extra rest, and hopefully that will give me even more energy. God forbid. So I want to say that. But other than that, I think I'm feeling really good. I started a lap swim in the morning, which is tiring but good. It's very good for me, and I love it. I did try and sign up for dance class, as I told you, but I was the only one that signed up. So I thought about getting like a videotape or something and, doing a dance thing, because I love dancing, and I think dancing, that's actually really great for your sacral chakra as well, to balance it. So I'm doing those things, and other than that, I'm feeling really good. How about you?
I'm feeling really, really great. The exercising was hard at first, but it's made a big difference, and I'm feeling a difference. And so I think it's also helping with the sleep issue. So my mother-in-law, I talked to her this morning. She could not believe that I did not get up till 9:20, because I'm usually such an early riser. So it's making a really, really big difference. I also wanted to discuss before we get off of here. I wanted people, we've gotten some really good questions, like someone wanted to know about the comet ISIN. I really haven't looked at that hard. I don't think Anastasia has either. We will address that as it gets closer. But I really want you guys to put some questions to us. You can do this through our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/agelessknowledge. You can do it through my blog at Gabreael.com. You can also email us at 100days@agelessknowledge.com. Again, that's the number 100days@agelessknowledge.com, because we love your questions. A lot of the questions you guys are asking us, though, are repetitive questions. Like, why 100 days? We've addressed that many, many times, and it is to get yourself into a pattern. We hope that it doesn't end at 100 days. Our thoughts would be that we would keep this up after 100 days. But there's not a day or a week that goes by that we're not asked that question several times. So that is why 100 days. We are also asked on a weekly basis, what happens after 100 days? Well, after 100 days, that's really up to you. This is to help you get into a pattern of being conscious of your thoughts, being conscious of what you take into your body and your world around you. Our last show was on GMOs. And, to kind of help you to deal with that. Our psychic development exercise series, I just posted one on communicating with animals. So that has got a really great response. I was quite shocked this morning when I opened up and looked at YouTube at how many views it had gotten. And Anastasia, people really like your rice one as well. So I posted that on there. She's doing the rice experiment, which we just went over. So you can also give us questions on YouTube, which is youtube.com/agelessknowledge. And again, please subscribe, because we're going to do some great, great giveaways. Do you have any final thoughts?
I think there's a lot to give for the month of October, and I want to say that I'm really excited. I love the fall season. It's so beautiful with all the colors, and that is so great. I just really, just look around and appreciate, I want to say, this beautiful, beautiful place that we live in, because the earth is just so diverse and so full of just amazement. Right down to the grain of sand and what we do with it. It's just amazing.
Fall is a beautiful time. It's a time of renewal and harvesting, and so I love it. It's my favorite time of year is fall and winter. Spring is good, and summer is good, but those are my favorite times because I'm a holiday person as well. All right, girl. We will meet you guys back here, same time, same place, on next Sunday, which I'm forgetting the date, but we will see you here next Sunday, all right? Hang on there, Anastasia. Goodbye, everybody.